Hololive Production. Hololive Production, or simply hololive, is a VTubing agency that operates under its parent company, Cover Corporation, which was established on June 13, 2016. Initially the name for Cover Corp's 3D stream distribution app, which was launched on December 21, 2017. Hololive would later debut their first generation of female talents as their own branch from May to June 2018. This branch would later merge with Cover Corp's male talents, their music label, Inonaka Music, and Cover Corp talent Sakura Miko, to form a unified brand on December 2, 2019. The agency would become most notable for innovating and integrating extensive media mix activities. Media mix being a marketing term for combining various communication methods, such as social media, traditional advertising, and highly targeted advertising, aka grassroots marketing, in order to have diverse options for marketing campaigns. This can be seen in their development of merchandise, producing comics and animations, securing licensing agreements, and various other activities. The agency would also be well known for their innovations in VR and AR technologies that allow their talents to deliver high-quality 3D content and live events that give hololive a technological edge over their competitors. Today, hololive has 89 active talents and holds a collective sub-count of over 89 million across 6 distinct branches. Notable talents and ex-talents include Gar Gura, who had the highest sub-count as a VTuber worldwide prior to graduation, Hushu Marine, who has the highest sub-count in hololive as an active talent, and Sakura Miko, who has made over $2 million in super chats. Nijisanji. Nijisanji, formally established in February 2018, is a VTubing agency that operates under its parent company, Anycolor Inc., which was established on May 2, 2017. The agency announced their first ever auditions earlier on January 11, 2018, centering around having their livers using the iPhone X app, also known as Nijisanji. This app was designed as a way to simplify the VTubing process by focusing on using live 2D technology and Apple's Animoji feature, and would be the initial technology livers would use to stream on various platforms. The agency would become most notable for its extensive use of live 2D technology, as Nijisanji would begin to pivot its use towards live streaming rather than pre-recorded content, which would shift the industry focus towards the former and away from scripted 3D content as a result. This would lead to the barrier of entry for VTubers to lower significantly, and allow the beginning of rapid growth and scaling. Nijisanji would also be well known for their relatively flexible approach to streaming schedules and content types compared to other big agencies, which would attract many aspiring livers to audition. While the agency enabled immense scalability and market dominance, the numerous controversies surrounding graduated and terminated livers, along with alleged mismanagement, suggest that their aggressive growth strategy may have come at the cost of efficient talent welfare and internal support systems. Today, Nijisanji has over 100 active livers and holds a collective sub-count of over 60 million, primarily through its Nijisanji and Nijisanji EN branches. Notable livers and ex-livers include Hyakumentenbara Salome, who was the fastest VTuber to reach 1 million subs prior to Sameko Saba's debut, Selene Tatsuki, who held multiple competitive gaming achievements before termination, and Kuzuha, who is the second most subscribed male VTuber worldwide. VShoujo. VShoujo, founded on November 24, 2020, is an American-based VTubing agency whose headquarters are located in San Francisco, California. The agency was co-founded by industry veterans, Justin the Gun Run Ignacio, a co-founder of Twitch, Philip Motendu Fortunat, a prominent YouTube content creator, and Daniel Apek Sanders, a former digital media attorney. This agency would become the first VTubing company that is based in the United States and even the Western world as a whole. VShoujo would become most notable for their talent-first approach, providing agency-level support and resources while allowing talents to keep their intellectual property rights to their own VTubers and assets, even if the talent has a graduation or termination. This is in stark contrast to the traditional Eastern idol agency norms, where agencies such as hololive and Nijisanji own the IP rights to their models. The agency is also known for its extensive media mix in the Western world, with VShoujo marketing their talents, and the agency through collaborations with anime and gaming conventions, partnerships with various charities and well-being organizations, and other activities. Today, VShoujo has 17 active talents and holds a collective sub-count of over 7.5 million subscribers, though their primary platform is Twitch, where they have a collective follower count of over 6.4 million. Notable talents include Iron Mouse, who won Best Content Creator of the Year in 2023, and Best VTuber in 2023 and 2024, Project Melody, whose origin started off on an adult website, and Kuro Kurenai, who was V Shoujo's first male talent. ChromaShift. ChromaShift, previously known as Idol Corp, is a VTubing agency that announced its first generation of VTubers on March 10, 2022. ChromaShift currently operates under its parent company, Brave Group US, whose main branch was formed in October 2017. The agency rebranded to ChromaShift in June 2025 as a strategic move aimed at allowing them to start fresh after dealing with many issues and controversies regarding management, such as the termination of Riro Ron and concerns over revenue splits. The hope for ChromaShift is that, under new management from Brave Group US, the agency can start repairing its damaged reputation and attempt to start with a clean slate. As Idol Corp, the agency was most notable for their reported revenue split, as the split was highly favorable to talents, with ranges from 60% to 75% and indirect expense coverage for the talents. This was in massive contrast to the industry standard in Japan at the time, where the split was 50-50. It isn't clear whether the report split was genuine. However, it did attract both positive and negative attention for their transparent approach. Today, as ChromaShift, there are 14 active talents and holds a collective subcount of about 1 million subscribers. Notable talents and ex-talents include Shable Tanya, who currently holds the highest subcount in the agency, Ruby Runehart, who streams trilingually, and Rin Penrose, who was part of Idol Corp's first generation before going indie on August 7, 2024. Prism Project. The Prism Project, originally launched on January 12, 2021, was a VTuber agency that would later on partner with Sony Music Entertainment Japan on May 1, 2022. The agency would eventually announce its closure on March 7, 2024, after careful consideration and discussion between management and talents. The main reasons for Prism Project's dissolution were stated to be due to industry trends and the considerable staff resources required not only to sustain, but to further grow the brand. The agency also stated that all members of Prism Project would retain their IP rights, allowing them a seamless transition to indie activities starting April 1st. The Prism Project was most notable for its partnership with Sony Music Entertainment Japan, as this affiliation gave the agency and its members significant reach and opportunities, including appearances at major anime conventions, and events both within Japan and internationally, as well as having their members under Sony Music Talent Management. The agency had 21 members spanning across 7 generations. Out of those members, 17 have become indie, while the other 4 retired from VTubing activities. Notable members who have gone indie include Akane Jun, who was one of only 2 male members in Prism Project, Kamishiro Rita, who organized the Connective ET 2025 charity event for the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and Penguin Pina, who was a guest on Kazuna A's live Hello World 2022.